I saw this tweet the other day about creating responsive YouTube embeds, and the example was using Tailwind. Now, I don't like CSS frameworks all that much. Do hate me in the comments if you don't agree. I can use the engagement. So I thought we could have a look at how we can create the same thing using plain old CSS. And it's not all that difficult. First, we have to grab the iframe from the YouTube website and remove the width and height because that doesn't help with responsiveness. And that makes our video very small because we don't have a width and height anymore. And then we wrap our iframe with a div and give it a class of fluidyt. Then we can create that class in our CSS. And because most videos have a 16:9 ratio, we should do the same for our container div. And we can do that by giving it an aspect ratio of 16/9. And that will make our div follow the right dimensions. And then we have to target our iframe. And we have to make it the same size as our container by giving it a width of 100% and a height of 100%. 100%. But as you can see, nothing changes. But why not? Well, by default, a div will take up as much space as it can horizontally and as less space as it can vertically. And in this case, the height takes precedence. So the div becomes just tall enough to fit the video, but because of the aspect ratio, it has to shrink its width to fit that 16:9 ratio. And to fix that, we also have to give our container a width of 100%. And now our video will be responsive. But to make it perfect, there is one small thing we have to fix. If we give our container a background color of, let's say, pink, you can see that there is a little bit of white space below the video. Now, I'm not quite sure of the technical reason, but it turns out the iframe is an inline element. And just like text, inline elements get a little bit of white space at the bottom. The same thing is true for images, by the way, if you ever encounter that problem there. Now, most of the time that won't matter, but if you're trying to line things up perfectly, this will trip you up. So let's get rid of it. All we have to do is turn our iframe in a block level element, and that will remove that white space. And if we remove that hideous pink background, we now have a perfectly fluid YouTube embed. So you see, it's very simple. I hope this little trick will help you with your future projects. And there will be a link in the description to my blog post with all the code snippets and a working CodePen example. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.